Good thing. So, how's it going, everybody? I hope y'all having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. I know I am. Still kind of tired from yesterday. Um, After doing a whole bunch of work, helping out my church and all that stuff. Um, Today though, I'm still taking it easy. I don't really want to play VR right now. Um, and all of that stuff. But today we're actually going to be checking out a new game. It just came out not too long ago, and we're actually going to be checking out John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. It looks pretty good, and I've actually been wanting to play it. Uh, but before we get into that, I want to do the scripture reading that we've been doing. Um, every Sunday since like I started going back to church and all that stuff. I decided that I'll start doing scripture readings of what we read out in church and all that stuff. And today's scripture reading comes from Isaiah 52:13 through 53:12, and boy, is it a long one. And it goes as followed: Behold, my servant shall act wisely. He shall be high and lifted up, and shall be exalted. As many were astonished at you, his appearance was so marred, beyond human semblance, and his form beyond that of the children of mankind. So shall he sprinkle many nations. Kings shall shut their mouths because of him, for that which has not been told them, they see, and that which they have not heard they understand. Who has believed what he has heard from us, and whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? For he grew up before him like a young plant, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no form or majesty that we should look at him, and no beauty that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And as one from whom men hide their faces, hang on. And as one from whom men hide their faces, he was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he has borne our griefs and carried on our sorrows, and yet we esteem him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him he was chastised. He was the chastisement and brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord has said unto him, and the Lord has laid on him with iniquity. Iniquity. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right. Of us all, he was oppressed, he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth, like a lamb that led to the slaughter, or that is led to the slaughter, and like sheep that before the shearers is silent. So he opened not his mouth; by oppression and judgment he was taken away. And as for his generation, who considered that he was cut off out of the land of the living, stricken for the transgression of my people, and they made his grave with the wicked, and with a rich man in his death, although he had done no violence, and there was no deceit in his mouth. Yet it was the will of the Lord to crush him. He has put him to grief when his soul makes an offering for guilt. He shall see his offspring, he shall prolong his days. With the will of the Lord prosper in his hand. Out of the anguish of his soul he shall see and be satisfied. By his knowledge shall the righteous one, my servant, make many to be accounted righteous. And he shall bear the iniquities. Therefore I will divide him a portion with the many, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong. Because he poured out his soul to death, and was numbered with the transgressors. Yet he bore the sin of many, and makes the intercession for the transgressors. And that chat was Isaiah 52:13 through 53:12. Wait, that was a long scripture reading today. It was a pretty good one though. So there is that. Pick up something over here. Alright, so today's game that we are going to be checking out is called Toxic Commando. Never played it before, but it looks really, really good.